What's good, people? So today I wanted to talk to you about a blue chip NFT that is in the Solana space. So if you're watching this video, you likely are a fan of Ethereum and the NFTs on there, and you're looking at alternatives, you're looking at Solana, you're looking at the fees that are lower, you're looking at a new spark into a new community that could give crazy ROI and return. And Solana, as we know right now, is a young platform. The NFT space is still figuring out how to grow towards what Ethereum currently has today. So today, let's jump right into the project that we're gonna be talking about. Today, we're gonna be talking about the DeGods. So this, I believe, is the next blue chip NFT to come out of the Solana space, but not just Solana space, just overall as an NFT. I see this being a super impactful project, something towards the scale of Bored Ape Yacht Club. So now, why am I saying that? Just to give you a quick idea of what the Solana marketplace currently looks like. Going to Magic Eden here, the top marketplace, we can see that there are a few collections here that are in the top collections over the past 30 days. We have, Degen Ape, we have Super Shadowy Coder, and these are super strong projects. As you can see, the floor price is 46.70. But the project we're talking about today is DeGods. So we're gonna jump down here. And as you see, the floor price in the past 30 days average was 6.9, but the current sale average is 21 DeGods. So as you see these numbers, the percentages are roaring right now. So this is a project to keep your eyes on for sure. So 18 days ago, as you see here, I'm gonna be transparent with everything going on. I doubled down, even actually tripled down on my investment by collecting 2 more DeGods for an average price of 12 sold. And today, as we look at the floor price of this project, we can see that we're sitting right around 30 sold. Anyway, let's talk about DeGods. What is DeGods? Why is it gonna be a blue chip? And why should anyone watching this video even be interested at all in any of the projects on Solana as an NFT? Well, as you see this amazing background that we have here, there are a few things to break down and we can talk about it. You see DeGods in the corner or DeGods in the corner. That's a portal taking people somewhere. We'll talk more about what that means, but this is an awesome environment. So let's look at the timeline. March 2021, DeGods born. They tried and experimented a few different things like the 33.3 tax on people, where if you sold your DeGod for under the floor price, you got taxed 33%. That has now been discontinued, and they're trying a bunch of other different mechanisms. As you see here, the CEO of Solana himself, Anatoly, also Raj, the co-founder, made DeGods their profile picture, which is crazy. There are a multitude of other things that have happened in this space since then, like Dust Protocol, DeGods, DDAO, and a few other things like DeGods that we're gonna be talking about and breaking down today. So DeGods, what is DeGods? Essentially, you can tell a DeGod by looking at a DeGod. A DeGod looks like a DeGod. DeGods has a few mechanisms like staking. So today, they introduced DeGod staking, where you have a DeGod, you stake it, and you earn something called dust. Dust is inflationary in a manner where the only way to mint any dust is to stake a DeGod. They also recently opened a peer-to-peer trading platform, allowing people to trade Dust Protocol for Solana. What this means is Dust Protocol cannot be earned in any other fashion. It can't be minted or mined by the founders. The only way DeGods or Dust Protocol is created is through staked DeGods. So now, as you can see here, it's pretty insane because out of a 10,000 collection, 7,327 are staked. That is 77.4%, and sitting at a minimum value of $26 million. So this is one reason this program, this community is super exciting to me personally. I see just people coming together collectively, and they're a force to be reckoned with. We're not even gonna go into the details of the other projects that they're working on, do your own research application where you can track Solana NFTs and see the changes in prices, and also just the alpha that's in the space when it comes to the cracked builders, creators, developers in the DeGods community. They are building other things as well. And we have access to information, but not just information. We also have access to the products and programs that they're working on as well. So how do we have access to any of these things that's going on? Let's talk about Dust. So Dust is a token, like again, that I mentioned, that's made only from staking your DeGod. So let's quickly talk about how it works. So again, there's a maximum supply of 33 million, and they have halving periods that they set up. It was started at a supply of 0, and the only way it increases is every DeGod has the ability to mine 10 dust per day. So if you have 1 DeGod, you're earning 10 dust per day when it's staked. When you upgrade to DeGod, which is the next evolution of this product line, where they're going to change the profile picture of every single DeGod into a DeGod. It's like an evolution, but it's not inflationary. So the collection still stays the same. It's not a new collection. The collection you already hold is just able to switch the profile picture to something else, DeGod. And when you change your thing to DeGod, now you're going to be earning 20 dust per day. Now, burning DeGods is a really important thing, because there have been a few DeGods that have been burned so far. So when it's burned, it's gone. A DeGod is dead and it cannot be returned. So right now, what happens is when it's burned, that Solana or whatever token is sent to the DDAO wallet, and DDAO is the DAO for DeGods, where we are able to use that money that we gather together to buy other NFT projects within the Solana ecosystem and raffle it back to our own community. So how is this looking? So we do dust auctions and raffles, so you get exclusive whitelist spots for super dope projects. Like if you got into any of these projects, like initially from whatever you invested, it just gets multiplied whenever you get any of these projects. And also just buy it now DeGods listing, where we're able to see an auction and just purchase directly from there. Again, I mentioned the DeGods. The last thing I want to mention here is DDAO is using that dust token and trying to integrate it into the other Solana ecosystems when it comes to gaming, when it comes to casino betting, when it comes to just marketplaces in general. So the last thing I wanted to talk about here is DeGods. They say this is just the beginning of everything they're doing, which is super exciting because it feels like a lot has happened, and also feels like nothing has happened yet. Probably nothing. But anyway, let's take a quick look at what I've been talking about. So when you have your DeGod, as you see here, when I connect my wallet, you can see I am in the raffles, and these are the ones that have gone out. So you can kind of see what happened with these raffles. People are winning, and then this is the second auction. And auction is crazy because people essentially bid on this NFT, which is insane, the super shadowy coder DAO. And I showed that earlier when I showed the collections that are top collections. Currently, the floor price of a super shadowy coder is sitting around 80 Solana. As you see here, this is a super crazy project within the Solana ecosystem, and DeGods is able to tap into that by doing an auction through a protocol token that is only earnable by being a member of the NFT. So this is also the incinerator. These are the burned ones I was talking about earlier. So you can see right around 6 Solana at the time when it was bought. So this project has just evolved a lot. And this is DMAP, and a random developer in the community made this, which is crazy. Again, this is what I mean when I say this community is super cracked. Like, just people are building in this ecosystem, and it's only meant to multiply because the more people that are in this like mindset and headspace of like creating like a super crazy ecosystem, the bigger it's gonna be. So you can see DMAPs. These are the holders of DeGods across the world, and you can see like what they own. There's even a leaderboard of like how many DeGods or DeGods someone owns, and you can go to the person's wallet and see what they own. This person looks like a whale in a few different projects, which is super cool. Anyway, I just wanted to show that for DeGods. So it seems like there are a few things going on, and we're not quite sure how DeGods is going to look in the next few weeks. They're always surprising with new products, new ideas, and new protocols. So I'm excited to see how this continues to play out. I am super excited for DeGods. I think they're going to be one of the biggest blue chip products out there. Sincerely speaking, I think this is going to be one of the biggest blue chips NFTs to come out of Solana's ecosystem. It's super early, but they have been making huge moves, and they have been just gathering the best, I think, minds together to continue to build together. So this is not a video trying to get you to ape in. This is just a video to show you what's going on. One last thing I wanted to point out here is the DAO reserves. So you can look at how much DAO or Solana is sitting in DeGods reserves and treasury. So over 3,600 Solana. That is a huge amount of capital that allows DeGods to be whales essentially in the NFT space. They're collectively bringing resources together to dominate, and I think this is going to be crazy. I haven't really seen any other Solana NFT projects doing it quite to this level. I know the DGen Ape Academy is super awesome. I don't know too much about them to speak on them, but this project that I'm talking about right now, I feel like I know a decent amount enough that has excited me enough to share on my channel. So if you're looking for a blue chip, especially if you're looking on Solana, be mindful of DeGods. And I'm gonna show you one last thing here. You are able to essentially buy Dust protocol from other people. As you see here, it's a peer-to-peer transaction, meaning it's not a marketplace, it's individual listings order book. So I can buy this person's token for this amount, I can buy this person's token for this amount, I can buy this person's token for this amount. So the price is pretty much there. It's just a matter of me purchasing it. And if I wanted to buy, for example, it'll be like, hey, you want to buy once for 0.016 Sol. So 0.01 Sol. So on an average price of $100, you can see that it's selling for roughly $1. A token is roughly equal to $1, which is actually pretty impressive for Dust protocol, for something that I'm earning 10 of every day. So essentially what that means is if I were to be selling my Dust protocol here, I could be earning $10 per day for staking one DeGod NFT, which is a crazy utility on its own because it's a whole separate side of the market. This is not me selling the NFT. This is just me earning a passive income on this NFT. Anyway, this is DeGods. DeGods is going to be insane and crazy. You heard it here. So make sure you check them out. I'm not telling you to ape in, but I'm telling you to do your own research. This is something that just excited me enough to make a video about. Anyway, it was your boy Elijah. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are super excited about crypto, NFTs, Solana ecosystem, and just the overall decentralization of how you can earn money on the internet. Anyway, it was your boy Elijah. This is a channel where self-investing meets self-reflecting. So if you are interested in any of those ideas, make sure you stick around. You do not want to miss what we have coming next. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care and peace.
Don't speak to no one but the facts to the masses.